Have you ever been called jack of all trades, master of none? Maybe you're a kind of person who is good in multiple things. You can sing well, study well, even good in sports, play good music, but people are like, yeah, that's all good, but you're not the best at one particular thing. That phrase stings, right? Because that happened to me recently. But here's the thing, the full quote goes like this: Jack of all trades, master of none, still better than the master of one. We all are wired differently. Some of us love routine, we thrive in routine, while some of us, we're sprinters. We love the intensity, we love to throw ourselves into something so that it can consume us until we hit a wall. It can happen in relationships, work, studies, or as a matter of fact, in any other aspect of your life. We are giving our 100%, we are full fledgedly working into something, and then one random day, we just crash. And then we begin to ask ourselves, am I an inconsistent person? But I have been reading around lately and I have come across some psychological and scientific terms that might help you out. Let's talk about Yorke's Law. Now, it is basically a scientific way of saying we all thrive in a certain level of stress and certain level of excitement. Too much stress and we are paralyzed, too less stressed and we are unmotivated. So some people love the calm environment, calm and steady environment because they are motivated there. But some people love the intensity, a little bit of stress and a little bit of chaos as well. So see, we all are wired differently. Here's another word, term, multipotentialite. Multipotentialite are people who do not have one particular interest. They have multiple passions and multiple interests, and they do not specialize in one particular thing, but they are a fast learner. They have this strong ability to connect various ideas from different domains, and they can easily adapt anywhere and anything. So, next time you doubt maybe you have ADHD, probably you just have a multipotentialite trait. Next term is novelty seeking. Some people crave for newness. They always want new things, new hobbies, new passion, new work, something like that, anything new. So it is not a flaw, but it is a form of creativity. And the trick is not to fight it, but to channel it in a proper way. And if you ever find yourself in any of the terms that I just mentioned, and you think to yourself, why am I so scattered? Maybe you're not broken. You just haven't found your rhythm yet. Now, next term is distress intolerance. With this, I myself struggle a lot. Because most of us, we do not like to sit with that uncomfortable phase. We love the intensity, we love working during intensity, but as soon as we hit that monotonous wall, we just lose all of our motivation. I have an example. I love to go to gym every day, I work out every day, I love heavy lifting. But as soon as it comes to that 5-minute walk on the treadmill, that slow walk, I just don't want to do it at all. I don't even want to go to the gym on those days. So this stress intolerance has been a huge hurdle in my life as well. But I have learned recently that if you understand that you are facing distress intolerance and you work on that, you can build a great deal of resilience in your life. Now, of course, building resilience is one of the most important traits, but I never learned that I was supposed to build resilience because I always thought that I was lazy or unmotivated. Pomodoro technique, for example, it never worked on me, even though I always suggest everyone to take Pomodoro technique, but it never worked on me because once I am in the intensity of studying, I don't want to stop. And once I stop, I don't want to go back. For an example, I can study for 13 to 14 hours a day because I am in those intense sessions. But next day, I just don't want to do it at all because I know I've already done it that day prior to that. So the problem was not that I was going through this. The problem was that nobody ever taught me how to channel those type of traits in my life. So the conclusion is, the problem is not that I am a sprinter. The problem is that nobody ever taught me how to rest and reset. We all are different. Some of us are sprinters, some of us are marathon runners. Now, it is very important to understand which type of person we are and to optimize our life according to that because that makes us more productive. As for me, that I have known now that I have known that I am a sprinter, I tend to align my projects according to that because for sprinters, rest is equally important as those bursts of energy are. And yes, sometimes practice a little bit of sitting with your discomfort because it builds resilience, which will ultimately help you deal with stress intolerance. Now, thing about dealing with distress intolerance is that the more you work on that, the more it helps you bridge the gap between your rest and reset period, and ultimately it will diminish with time. So, yes, that's the thing. We all are wired differently. Our brains are wired differently. So, we just need to understand how our brain is wired and optimize our life according to that. Because this world does not just need people who are specialized in one particular thing and goes deep. This world also needs people who are generalists, multipotentialites, connectors, who can bring multiple ideas together and create something new out of it. So yes, doesn't matter whether you are a sprinter or a marathon runner or any out of those something new. We need to understand how our brain is wired and optimize according to that, and any of us can be productive if we can do that. Thank you.